When I got emailed by the publisher of Overwhelm, the description and screenshots of the game had me intrigued. A horror action platformer was an interesting concept, and I was curious to see what it was like. I hadn't heard of the developer or publisher before, so I honestly wasn't expecting much, but I found Overwhelm to be just excellent. I need to state up front that I haven't completed this game. It is so difficult, but in a way that keeps me coming back for more, rather than making me frustrated and turning me off from playing. Overwhelm is a 2D action platformer. You have a gun with limited ammo, you can double jump and do an uppercut in midair to damage enemies, or you can do a forward dashing punch. You don't get any upgrades to your abilities, and you die if you take one hit of damage. You have 3 lives and the aim is to venture into the underground hive full of monsters and kill each of the 5 bosses to claim their gems. There's a catch though. Each time you kill a boss, the enemies in the world gain new abilities and become stronger. So by killing the flying boss, the mini flying enemies become much faster and harder to kill. The boss fights can be extremely nerve-wracking at times, with the bosses disappearing randomly and then reappearing from an unexpected direction. The game really keeps you on your toes. You unlock checkpoints at the start of each boss battle. So when you die, and you will die, you can go straight back to that boss battle. But that's only for the first boss you want to fight. You can fight the bosses in any order, but once you use the checkpoint to take you to one boss, then you have to make the journey to the next yourself, which is made much more difficult by the enemies that have become stronger. You also have limited ammo, so you can't just constantly shoot at bad guys. You aim with the right stick and you need to make each shot count. I tended to play slowly and cautiously, killing enemies as I encountered them. But even with this approach, the game gets super difficult at times, and being susceptible to one-hit kills makes every encounter feel dangerous. It's a roguelike, but the world is not procedurally generated, so you will be walking through the same environment every time, which does make the game a bit easier, because you can learn the world and the enemy placement. You can play Overwhelm co-op, and I can see it being a lot of fun, although it may cause some arguments if your teammate doesn't pull their weight. I haven't tried this mode at the time of the review. One of Overwhelm's best features is its really strong atmosphere. Between the black and red color palette, the dark music and the sound effects, it makes the world feel like a deadly place. The game does feel like a horror game, especially when you're down to your last life and the edges of the screen go black, and the screeching noise in the background keeps you constantly on edge. I recommend playing the game in the dark with headphones on and letting yourself get immersed in this unique world. The difficulty will likely put people off, but I found this game simply brilliant. The feel of the controls was great, and I found the difficulty didn't frustrate me, because death was more about me making the wrong move at the wrong time, rather than the game being cheap. I also loved the idea of the enemies getting tougher and gaining new abilities as bosses are killed, and the limited ammo made me play cautiously, avoiding unnecessary encounters. Every step felt dangerous, and even though I haven't been able to beat the game, I'm enjoying the challenge and being pushed to become a better player. If you like 2D action platformers and want a game that will challenge you, then Overwhelm is a good choice. So guys, are you planning to pick up Overwhelm? Leave a comment below, and as always, thanks for watching.